Hello, hello, students. Welcome to our another session on ICT tools and techniques. Till our previous session, we finished with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and then today and tomorrow we will be discussing few ICT tools and techniques, which will be useful for your day-to-day computer-based activities. So, when it comes to tools and techniques, we will concentrate on few areas. First, I like to discuss about how to maintain a laptop. Okay, see, it's an electronic device. Maintaining the laptop is very important. How well you maintain your laptop, that much efficiency your laptop will be serving you people. So some of the tips where you can through which you can maintain the laptop is keep liquids away from the laptop. Actually, we all have an habit to bring the coffee tumbler near to the laptop, all food item, food particle and all. No, try avoiding it because these are electronic device and small minute devices. Through your keyboard holes, your dust particles will go inside and it will affect your thing. Sometime if your RAM is covered with dust, it won't help you to start. Reboot agalla, boot agalla when you start, so it will start giving you trouble. So avoid this. And the second important maintenance is about having an antivirus software. About antivirus software, I will tell you in the next part of it. Next, we will discuss about antivirus software because we need to clearly mention about that. Then keep food away from the laptop. Don't use a computer where you have animals are there. Uh, so that nothing it's going to, they are not going to eat the laptop, but the small dust or their hair and all will fall it on and it will affect the system. That's what. And keep the laptop in a clean and dust free room. And always a bad habit with this laptop is we always hold the display screen and lift it, but always carry the laptop with the base, not with the LCD display. Okay, these LCD displays, some pressure, your hand pressure you give it on the display will chance of breaking also. Same way, don't pull the power cord very hard, handle it with care. And the same way, whenever you are using pen drives or anything, try inserting the pen drive, and while removing it also, don't pull the pen drive out. Try to eject the pen drive. Okay, if you select the pen drive option, right click, if you press eject, your removable disk drive will be stopped, then you can remove it off. We have an habit, we will insert the pen drive so fast like that, in the same way we will remove it off. And one more my concern is, maybe this technique I will follow every time. Try using pen drives for in your laptops. One carrier of virus is the pen drive, because we use it in varieties of places and then we will bring it to the thing. Especially we get attracted when somebody says I have got this particular movie or I have some songs which you will like, we will happily put all the varieties of pen drive in your system. That is the main carrier. The where it was, maybe for your system virus also enter into the pen drive, from where you got an install, that virus also will enter into your laptop. So most of the case, try avoiding pen drives. That too, nowadays options are so simple. Our last class alone we were discussing about Google Drive. Whatever it is, put it in your Google Drive, share it to the thing. In case ದೊಡ್ಡ file ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, you share it in the drive, give a shareable link. Small file means send it through email or send it through WhatsApp. Even I think all of you know WhatsApp, there is no need that you need to have in the phone. Put it in, if you want to send any files and other thing, you can have WhatsApp web also in your browser. Through that also you can send information, so that you can, having a pen drive, you can avoid it off. Okay, these will help us to maintain the laptop in a better manner, and it will come for a longer period. Okay, how well you maintain, based on that your laptop efficiency will be there. And don't dump the laptop with lot of heavy files and other things, which will reduce the speed of the laptop. And one more thing, I have seen many people have an habit of storing all the files in desktop. Okay, how less files you have it in the desktop, so much speed your laptop will be. Okay, you want your laptop to be in a higher speed, put it inside D drive or C drive or My Documents. Try, don't keep it in the desktop. Have a limited icons in the desktop. That is also one of the good practice. Okay, now we will move on to antivirus software. What is the purpose of this antivirus software is, this is not going to be a big thing. This is just a one type of a software, okay, which we can install. There are varieties of antivirus softwares like McAfee, Avast, K7, like that, varieties of antivirus. What it will do means, for example, if you have a protected antivirus software, in case if you insert somebody else pen drive also, first it will, antivirus software will automatically scan the pen drive, and if it is found any virus is there, it will prompt the user that this particular virus is there, or it will prompt whether this kind of thing is there, do you want to continue. If you give permission only, it will avoid. That means your entry to your any malware or virus can be stopped in when you are using antivirus software. But when it will work properly means, antivirus software should be, you should have a original antivirus software. There are varieties of softwares in the internet world where it is available free of cost. You can download, they will say 1 year they will give free of cost, 6 months they will give free of cost, and we will install a free software, and ever we will keep using the same free software only, thinking that it will be protecting our computer, laptop or computer or anything. It's not like that. Preferably, there are for a laptop, one laptop and antivirus software, there are some companies like Kaspersky and all, it will come up to 300, 400 rupees. Have a updated antivirus software. That means if you install this year on antivirus, usually antivirus software will be designed for 1 year. So 1 year if it comes, next year, don't just keep that expired antivirus software, renew the antivirus every year. Like maybe if you spend 300 rupees also for the antivirus software, it will be good for your system only to be there, because we are entering into varieties of website. We won't know which website will carry which kind of malwares, or any hackers will be there, or which we use varieties of pen drives, varieties of, we used to share the through from our phone also, we will put USB cable and copy the information. Like that, we do so much of things within our transfer of files happening within the computer in various modes. So in all these modes, your system has to be protected, means you should have a effective antivirus software. Remember, antivirus software means it's not like a free software. Try to have your purchased version, may 1 year software. And one more thing, after a year, you once again buy the next 1 year ka thing. Don't keep the expired software. That is also highest risk. Having an expired antivirus software is not going to protect your system. This is one point I wanted to tell you. Next point is, when it comes to antivirus software, maybe this time I would have installed K7. There is an antivirus software called K7. I would have worked with that. Next year, I didn't want K7, so I will uninstall that and I will install one more antivirus software. Even that is also a dangerous one. Okay. When you use an antivirus software, see to that throughout your system, you use the same company, even you like or you don't like. This will give you a good performance. Every year changing the antivirus software, even you uninstall one particular antivirus software, some exe files will be there in the system and it will be keep disturbing you. Okay. So try to have a common antivirus software and a purchased and updated version of antivirus software. Whenever you connect to net, it will ask whether you want to update the software. Update the antivirus software and you maintain it off, which will this will prolong your life journey of your laptop. Next, we will, before doing thing, let me show what are the different types of antivirus software available. Let me share a new screen. So you can go to any browser. Maybe I will, easy way to search is just and type for antivirus software 2020 like that. See, for laptop, Windows 10 like that, varieties of options will be there. See, what different rates will be available. I think all of you could see 550 is there and 1400, 420 is there. And if you search around and other things, you will get for a laptop for a lesser antivirus software for a lesser rate. This is 276 also is there. Like that, you need to just mend over. 340 is there, 599 is there. See, K7, this was the one I was telling. Where there are so many bit defender. See here, licensing is done through email and it is for 125 it seems. But whatever antivirus software you buy, see to that they won't send and pack in no CD, through your email only they will send the link. It seems it's for 280 rupees. See, varieties of, but have a constant antivirus software. Okay, this I wanted to tell you. Next, we will move on to a concept called how we will compress a file. Okay, compress a file. Why we need the concept of compressing a file is, for example, I need to send a set of files to somebody. I can't send a folder in an email. I think all of you know, you can't see. These are called, if you could see my screen, this academic, college and all, I call it as folders. And BNU, GOK, and these are all files. Okay. So when it come to these kind of folders, see, files means this BNU, GOK and all I can send through email. But when it comes to folders, I won't be able to send folders through to email. In that case, you can reduce the file size and you can send it up. That how you can do means, see, under academics, I have so many folders in Z. What I can do, select it. Let's see the capacity size of this also. The entire folder is 5.99 GB it is showing. Okay, let me, we will see. To compress the folder, right click, send to, go to option called send to, click compress zipped folder. Just if you click this, within a fraction of time, you will get a compressed folder. Actually, that file size is quite heavy. Let me take a simple folder, right click, send compressed folder. See, you can see this is called compressed. This is your original folder. The capacity of this is going to be, let me tell you, it is 2.99 MB. When I compress it, the file size will become 2.50 MB and it will be there. So you can send this file in the mail, not this file. This SWAYAM is a folder and this is a compressed folder. This compressed folder can be attached to your mail and you can send it up. But one thing, whoever is receiving it, once again, what they have to do after receiving it, they have to select it, right click, and they have to give an option called extract files. So once again, it will come back to your original format. Okay, this is about compressing the file. Okay, compressing file is very important because whenever you want to share some heavy information, heavy PPTs or video file and all, it's better to reduce the file size and then you send, you can send it in an better way. So in that way we can use. But when you start using Google Drive, all these things can be avoided, but only one thing, you need a net connection for Google Drive and all. Anything you want to put it off, you can put it in your drive, but you should have an active net so that whenever you want to retrieve or send like this, you can go to your drive and you can use it up. Okay, this I wanted to share with you. The next concept which we will focus will be about computer security. When it comes to computer security, as we can, computer security means there are so many algorithms are there. I'm not going to talk about that and all. As a basic computer user, what are the measures you need to take? First thing about the security you all should think is have a secured password. Okay, secured password is very, very important. most of you will give your phone number only as your password, which is not a suggested solution. Try to remember the password. I have seen many people telling, I will forget the password, so I will give only the phone number as a password, or only your mother's name or your date of birth. From your date of birth, if you type, your pass thing will open. So whenever you create an email ID, or whenever you want to set a password for any of your application in the mobile phone, or any of your like Google Pay, Paytm and other thing, have a secure password. Don't use a simple one. But now you will tell, ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ಇಮೇಲ್ ಐ ಡಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, BNU ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್, BNU ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಪ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು apps ಇರುವಾಗ, how I can remember the password is best way is take a note and write all the password now and then and keep one option, or open an Excel file and write the password and keep, or try to remember the password. But never try to give a password which weak people can guess it up. Okay, always have a secured password. Now also people who don't have a secured password for your Gmail and all, try to change your password and make it secure, because that's very, very important. And the latest thing is what people are telling, use a password with our local language and then combine. See, when I want to give a password like a strength at rate of 90, I can give like this. I can one password I can give like this, strength at rate of 90. Instead of that, if you know the meaning, use your local language and then you give a password. Like in a strength, in Tamil, name of meaning of strength is Veeram. See, I'm giving Veeram at rate of 90. Guessing for people, these kind of local words will be very difficult. Same way, time, we call it as Samayam. Samayam at hash 45. Like this, have a password which is very difficult to guess, or like this, KGW2 or 2NFQR. These kind of password and all, nobody will able to guess easily. Okay, have a password which is more secure, but one thing, don't forget the password. That is only an important thing to be remembered. Okay, and second thing, nowadays to take printout or the thing, you are going to browsing center and other thing, when you will open your mail, tell them to take the printout and give another thing. In case if you are sending them the mail, they are opening, it's okay. That means you are sending the email to that particular browsing center person, and from his email he's opening and giving, means it's fine. So there are certain cases they will tell you only to open your email and take printout, means that means when you are in a browsing center atmosphere, if you are surfing your net or surfing your email, don't forget to sign out. Usually if it's your own system, if you don't sign out your email and all, it's not a big thing, because our system nobody is going to use. But when you use your email account or any of these kind of accounts outside our system, maybe in the college you're checking your mail, college system, or somebody, your friend's laptop you're checking your mail, or friend's phone you're checking your mail, like that, always sign out from the information. Okay, next one, don't believe all flashy messages like you will get your 1 crore rupees, you are lucky enough to be selected for this, click here to give detail, like that. When any messages come and with you only know you did not apply like that and all, don't believe those kind of messages. Or free laptop is distributed for student, click here. When free laptop is there, it will be officially announced, not like one message will come only for you and thing. Those kind of messages are very, very tricky, and they will take all your personal details, and through which they can hack your mail ID, hack your bank account. There are so many things which can happen. So don't go behind a misleading. Don't go behind the misleading information. So commonly in WhatsApp also it will pass. Click here. Your surprise is there. Or the other day I was seeing some Nike is selling shoe for ₹1 for a 100th anniversary sale, like that and all. So don't go behind these kind of things. And whenever your names or account number or other thing is there, think twice before filling those details. Okay. These are the small tips you should always remember whenever you are using. See, technology is so good. You can reach anything and everything in a fraction of a second, but you should be very, very smart in using the technology also, and you should be very careful also. Okay, when you use, where you use, what time you use, to whom you give your information, all these things you have to take care, because nowadays lot of cyber crime is happening. Okay, cyber crime has become very, very has become very, very common nowadays. We won't know who is trying to take our account, how it is being transferred, like that and all. So we should be, as a computer users, we should be aware of this. Okay. I think few of the techniques I covered here. With this we stop for today's session. Tomorrow one more session, we will discuss about tools and techniques, and with that we will complete our this online course. By the time PowerPoint quiz is available, try finishing the quiz. Okay, thank you.